Hey guys, in this video I'll be teaching you how to make your own CDs at home. As you can see, I have quite a lot of CDs collected, and a lot of them I burnt myself. A lot of them I made myself. Um, when you make your own CD, it's called burning. When you put music onto a disc, it's called burning a disc. Um, I burnt a few CDs myself, so if there's anyone who can tell you how to do it correctly, it's me because I've done it so many times. I've got so many CDs. So yeah, you can trust me on this one. If you want only the tutorial, go to this time right here because I'm gonna show you something really quickly that like relates to this. And I'm also gonna explain why I'm burning a CD today. I'll explain why I'm doing it today. Okay, so the reason I'm doing this today is because actually there's two possible scenarios in this. Either I do it how I want to do it, or I do it not in the way that I want to do it. Let me explain. I recently ordered a couple of CDs to obviously expand my collection, and they arrived. All of these arrived literally today, so I've got three more. I've got three by Crystal Castles, amazing album, so good. Capri Songs by FKA Twigs. I love FKA Twigs. She's like one of my top 5 favorite artists. And then what I want to talk about, this is the CD that I want to base this video around. This is Kick 3 by Atka, Arca, whatever. I say Atka because whatever. Atka is like one of my top 5 favorite artists. So you may have noticed me saying Kick 3. Why Kick 3? She's got like I think 10 albums. 5 of them are called Kick 1, Kick 2, Kick 3, Kick 4, Kick 5, obviously. I've got every single one other than Kick 4. For example, this is Kick 2. The reason why I want to burn a CD today is because she released Kick 2, 3, 4, and 5 like at basically the same time, and there were some issues with the printing and just manufacturing process. There were like some issues. Kick 2 and Kick 3 were misprinted. What it means in this case is that some of the songs were missing, some of them were in the wrong order, so there were songs from different albums on it. Again, the reason why this happened is because she released these albums pretty much at the same time, so there was just some issues. I've had no issues with Kick 1 because obviously she released it earlier. No issues with the Kick 5 CD, that was perfect. As I said, I don't have Kick 4, so I'm not sure. But I have heard on the internet that Kick 2 and Kick 3 are misprinted. Actually, also, side note, this case is so cool. Like, she has this for like all her Kick albums. It's basically like a plastic sleeve, and you like take like a sleeve, and then you've got the booklet, and then the disc is in here, and it's in one of these like things, which is super cool. I've never seen this before, other than on Atka's albums. Anyway, notice how this disc is a bit, it's because I made this myself. The actual Kick 2 disc is in here. This is the original one. This was misprinted. I kept this because it's kind of like a collectible item, I guess. Not really, but kind of. I kept this one in like a separate case, and then I basically burnt the actual Kick 2 album onto a new CD, and then took some paper, basically drew the exact same shape as this, and just stuck it on this one. And today, I'll be teaching you how to do it yourself, so stick around. Okay, first and foremost, I need to actually check if this is misprinted. Some of them were misprinted, some of them weren't, but I got Kick 2 from HMV, and that was misprinted, and I got this one from HMV. So I'm pretty confident, which sounds crazy, but I'm pretty confident that it will be misprinted. If it is, obviously I can show you how to do it yourself. If it's not, if it's correct, then I'll find a different album to burn onto a CD. I'll get to that in a minute. But first I need to check if this is actually misprinted or not. I'm not over this. Like, this is so cool. Like, I've actually never seen, and I've got a lot of CDs. I'll make a video about this actually, because there's a lot of different types of cases for CDs. This is by far the coolest one that I have. Let me actually check if this is misprinted. I'll obviously have to mute it because I don't want to get copyrighted by playing music, but let's see. So there's 12 tracks on this album. If this says anything more or less than 12, I already know it's misprinted, but we'll see. Okay, I guess this is a good thing, but also a bad thing for the video. The tracks match. Nothing's wrong with it. It's actually perfect. So it's fine. As I said, if not this, I'll just burn a different CD. Okay, now for the actual tutorial on how to burn your own CDs. You can't just make CDs out of thin air. You need some equipment for it. First and foremost, you're going to need a laptop. I don't know how you could possibly do it on your phone. I guess there's some way to do it on your phone, but a laptop would probably be the best. You can do it on an iMac or like a MacBook, I don't know what it's called, but I'm doing this off of Windows. This is a HP laptop, so it's Windows. It might vary for like Linux and Apple. This tutorial is for Windows. You can however stick around and like look how to do it, because it's pretty much the same exact thing. It's just the program that you do it on would be different, but the concept of it is the same. So you will need a laptop. You will also need something like this. This is called a external drive. If your laptop or computer is quite old, you won't need this, because a lot of older laptops and computers have a built-in CD like tray or like a disk tray. I know that a lot of newer laptops don't have this. Like mine does not have this, because my laptop is like it was manufactured 2 years ago, so it's like very new, like it's 2 years old, like it's really new. Point is, you will need to put in the disk into your laptop somehow. If you don't have a disk tray, you need to get one of these. You can get them from Amazon. I got mine for like £15, so it's not that expensive, but you will need this. Probably the most important part to this. I guess the even more important part is the actual disc itself. Now this is important, so listen up. You will need CDs, okay? Do you see how on here it says CDR? So CD-R. Make sure you can order these on Amazon, or you can get them secondhand from like Vinted or charity shops. I got mine off of Amazon. Make sure you get CDs. CD stands for compact disc. Compact discs are for music only. If you get DVDs, like blank DVDs, you can put music on it, but DVDs stand for digital versatile disc, which means you can put audio, you can put like pictures, I guess, videos. That's why CDs and DVDs are very different. CDs you can only put music on, DVDs you can put music, films, pictures, anything you want. The problem is most CD players, especially if they're old like mine, most CD players will not play DVDs. They can't read DVDs, because how discs work is basically there's a laser in the player, whether it's a CD player, an Xbox, DVD player, anything. How it works is there's basically like a little laser inside, and it reads the data on this shiny side of the disc. A CD player cannot read a DVD. It can only read a CD. For example, this is a DVD player. Let me show you what I mean. You see here how there's like a little laser. Every disc player has one of these. DVD players can read CDs and DVDs, whatever. CDs have a similar laser, but less, I'm gonna say less effective. What I mean by that is, as I said, it can't read DVDs. So make sure, I cannot stress this enough because I don't want you to waste your money. It has to say CD or CDR, that's fine. It has to be a CD. Please get blank, and they have to be blank. They have to be empty, blank. The reason for that is, if there's already data on the CD, you can't put more data on it. Even if it's 1 minute of music, the CD burner would class it as like a full disc, if that makes sense. So blank CDs, That's what you need. And then optional, but very advised, would be these blank, empty jewel cases. This is so that you can store your CDs safely rather than stacking them on top. Because while stacking CDs like this is fine, they can get scratched. They can get, you can drop them, you can, whatever. You can also get these off of Amazon. This is like a pack of 50. Yeah, that's all you need. A laptop or a computer. If your laptop doesn't have this, an external drive, blank CDs, and empty cases. So now I'm going to show you how to make your own CDs at home. Now, before you even start considering how to burn it, before you even start doing it, you need to have the MP3 files. The way that CDs work is you basically burn the MP3 onto it. It's like little lines and dots, ones and zeros, whatever. CDs are basically MP3 files. The laser reads that and transfers it back into sound. Now, the way that you obtain MP3 files, the way that I got all of mine is totally a good way to do it, and I did not pirate them. I would never pirate music because pirating is bad and not good and bad, and I would never pirate. Once you've got your laptop open, you need to look for this little icon. Now this is not going to be here automatically, but you can search this up by typing Windows Media Player Legacy. This is where you can find all your music. If you have MP3 files, if you want to burn CDs, if you want to rip CDs, which is something else, which I'll get to, it's all on here. Now, when you first open it up, you want to look for the MP3 file or the album, song, music, whatever. There's also headings on the side where you can select it by artist, album, genre. You'll see it all. The best way to do is press album, so you can look at it by album. Now, as I said, since I'm not going to be burning Cake 3, I'll be burning something else. I think I'll do, because I don't have this on CD yet, is going to be Product by Sophie. Amazing album. Plug in your external drive so that's connected into your laptop. If you plug it in, you'll hear a sound. There we go. This is what mine looks like. There's a button here that you press and it opens the thing. There we go. So now you have this thing open. Again, this is the laser that I was talking about. Here's the laser. The lasers are basically responsible for burning, reading, ripping CDs, things like that. Once your external drive is plugged in, it should be here. If it's not, unplug it and plug it in. It's a bit faffy. On the right side of your screen, you'll see this little section. This is called the playlist, where you can play songs. Next to it, on here, there's an option called burn. You're going to want to press burn, and this is the burn list. Now it says I need to connect a burner and restart the player. So now you can see it on here, CD drive. Next step, take a disc. I'll say this one last time. I can't stress how important this is. It has to be a CD or CDR, that's fine. And it has to be blank. It has to be empty, brand new, no songs, no data on it, or else it's not going to work. Simply just pop it in, and there, the disc is in. You can also see it on here, blank disc. Make sure this is on the burn list. Go over to the album you want to burn, select all of the songs, click, hold, and then drag into the burn list. Very important, cross-reference whether it's in the correct order, because sometimes when you copy and paste songs or files, they can go a bit messy. And then simply press start burn. Click this symbol. What I like to do is have this selected. This says eject the disk after burning. This basically means that after you finish burning, the disk will come out of the external drive. For some more options, press more burn options. Leave all of this. Obviously, burn speed is quite important. I like to put on slow to make sure that all of the data burns correctly. However, even if you have it on fast, it's going to work. And if you have it on slow, it does quite quickly anyway. If you want to change anything here, press this to slow. Other than that, leave everything. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention, very important, select this. This is burn CD without gaps between tracks. This has to be selected, or else if you burn it with it off, it's going to leave like a space between each track. You do not want that, because that's just annoying. And then press start burn. Okay, two things can happen. Either it does this and there's no sound Because obviously discs spin, CDs, DVDs, they spin. Ah, there we go. And now two things can happen. It can either go fully up to 99% completed with no noise and then start making noise, or as it's doing now, spin, make noise whilst it's going up. Either way is fine. If it doesn't make any noise and it says it's on 99%, don't panic, because it's all gonna burn in the last 1%, which I know is really weird, but trust me, it's fine. As long as it's spinning at some point and the bar is going up at some point, it's okay. After your disc is fully burnt, it's obviously not going to look any different. Visually, it looks the exact same, but it has everything on here. It has all the data. An easy way that you can distinguish between discs is you can simply write on them. However, a disc has two sides, okay? It has the front with all the writing on it, and it has the back where the data, the shiny bit is. Do not write on the shiny bit. If you write on the shiny bit, you will break the disc. It will not read, and you would have wasted your time, your energy, your disc. Don't, okay? On here, on the front, you can customize anything you want. Like, literally every disc you see has art on it. Like, for example, SOS by Scissor. The disc has art, like it has writing on it, it has color. But notice how the back of it is shiny, it has nothing on it. That's because this is what the laser reads. And again, if you draw on that bit, on the shiny bit, it will break, basically. It will be invalid, you won't be able to play the CD. So do not do that. When it comes to decorating your CDs, as I've already shown you with my Kick 2, you can basically customize it however you want. You can write on it, so let me just quickly write. Product. Okay, this bit is fine. You can draw on it with pen, you can color it in with markers, you can put stickers on it, you can do anything. You can glue paper onto it. It has to be flat. If you're going to stick paper on it or if you're going to put stickers on it, they have to be flat. They can't, it's like those like rhinestone stickers, like those 3D ones. You can't put those on it. If you have anything on top of this that sticks up, it's gonna jam, it's gonna basically not spin the disc properly or at all. Stickers are fine, paper's fine. However, paper's a bit risky because it can come off. Because obviously the disc spins a lot, it spins very quickly, it can get quite hot. If you do decide to stick paper on it with glue, the glue can melt. It's never happened. Worst case scenario, if you put paper on it, it can come unstuck and like it can jam the player and it can break. That's not going to happen realistically. You just need some good a good glue stick and some thin paper, and then you're fine. That's how you make your own CDs. I'm not going to play this because I don't want to get copyrighted, as I said previously, but it does work. It works. I mean, literally the only point of this, of an external drive, is to burn CDs. Or is it? These can do another thing, which is really interesting, really cool. So you know how I said that discs are MP3 files and you put MP3 onto the disc? You can do the reverse of that. It's called ripping a CD. Now I know burning a CD, ripping a CD, it sounds very dangerous. It sounds like you're breaking it. You're not. It's just the terminology. Ripping a CD is basically when you take an already existing disc and you basically copy the data off of it. You copy the MP3 files. Ripping CDs can be useful if you want to have your music on your laptop, if you want to put it onto an MP3 player, which I'll make a video about that because that's a whole process. So again, go back to Windows Media Player Legacy. Take a disc of your choice. I'm going to just rip a random one. I don't know. Let's just do this one. This is Soft Scars by Yule. Off topic, but this is such a good album. Take your disc. Again, this is me going back to decorating it, but I just want to make sure that you don't ruin your CD. The front of it has art on it. The back of it does not. The back of it is shiny, reflective, but I'm just really emphasizing the fact that you cannot draw on that. Anyway, take your disc, put it into the external drive, close it, it'll start spinning, whirring, whatever. When you put a disc in it, it will appear on the left panel. Now, I don't know why it's unknown. You know what, I'm going to try a different disc. What is going on? Oh my god. Right, okay. I'm doing SOS by Scissor. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't know why it's not showing. It should show. Go onto this album, and then on the top here, there's gonna be an option, and it's gonna say rip CD. Again, similar to burning, there's gonna be rip settings. I wouldn't change anything. Um, Audio quality, you can play around with that. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna put it onto best quality though, because like you can change the format. You know what? Don't even worry about this bit. Just leave it as MP3. Okay, you don't need anything else. Leave it as MP3, and then simply just press rip CD. It's gonna start spinning again. Bruh, what? Ugh. Okay, I'll just. Oh my god. Okay, it says it can't do it because it's unknown. That's such. Oh my god. It's fine. I'll walk you through it. After you rip the CD, it's gonna do it one by one. Don't touch any settings. Don't switch anything. Just leave it. Honestly, just leave it. It'll do its own thing. After it finishes ripping, it's gonna go into your library. You can find it by searching for it manually or going to your album section. After that, you can use it to listen to music on your laptop. You can transfer it onto an MP3 player. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. It's like burning a CD but just backwards. Something to say though, because I know it can be a bit confusing. When you rip a CD, it doesn't take off the data. You can't really take data off because how the laser works is it basically like literally burns it onto the disc, so you can't really take it off after that. But what it does is copies the data off of the disc. So you're gonna still have your music on your disc, but you're also gonna have a copy of it on your laptop. And you know what? That's basically it. That's how you make your own CD. It's a really easy process. I hope following along or just watching me do it, you found it easy. It can be confusing. It is a confusing process. The concept of putting a digital audio file onto a physical piece of plastic is weird. I don't get how it works. I know how it works, but it's just I can't wrap my head around it. It is confusing, but it works and it's easy. I talk a lot about CDs on this channel, and I will do in the future. I'll speak a lot about physical media because that's like my specialty, I guess. So if you're into that sort of stuff, if this helped you, please subscribe. I hope that now you can make your own CDs. I hope that I've inspired you to collect CDs or make your own CDs. Please don't forget to follow my Instagram. It's going to be linked in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.